Hey folks, welcome back to the farm. I'm in our new greenhouse and I'm going to start some seeds today. Maybe about a week behind, but that's okay, not a big deal. I'll tell you about what I'm going to start here in a second. I've got everything kind of put up here and I'm not really organized yet. I'm going to see how the flow goes. But I've already screwed up. Set some perlite on my bench and it fell all in my floor, so you can see that. So I gotta stop and clean this up to start with. So let me get my broom. Here's my John Deere stool I was talking about the other day that I got in here. So I think one of the kids got me this for my birthday a long time ago. So that's gonna come in handy. Let me get a broom real quick. I went up to the house looking for a broom and I found this one. This is the one we bought for one of our kids when they went off to school. If you got kids, you'll know the joke here. Get it? So I'm gonna get this cleaned up real quick, and especially before my wife comes out here and sees this mess I made on our pretty floor. So let me get this cleaned up and we'll talk about starting some seeds. Alright, I got pretty cleaned up. I hate to start a mess before I even get started, you know? That's just ruins everything. But anyway, we're gonna start some seeds today. I've got two kinds of lettuce, broccoli, and a cabbage. So I'll probably do about 72 broccoli, 25 cabbages, and 25 each of the lettuces. So I start my own seed starting mix, and I start with peat moss material, and I like it. You know, I mix it up real fine, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And I use a 3-to-1 ratio, so I put with 3 parts peat moss, 1 part perlite, and 1 part vermiculite, and mix it all up. And the different parts are of course the peat moss is the medium that the soil grows, and I think the perlite keeps it aerated, and the vermiculite holds the moisture in, so it helps it germinate, the way I understand everything. So we'll get started mixing on this. So I've already got my peat moss in my tub here, and I'm going to start with the perlite. It's easier to do. So I basically just eyeball it and see what it looks like. You know, if you ever bought seed starting mix in the store out of the bag, and I used to do that when I first started, and but it gets kind of expensive when you're doing a lot of seeds, starting a lot of seeds. If you know what that looks like, then you're going to, it's kind of what I go by. So if I see a lot of good white stuff in here, then I know I've got a good ratio. And I don't know if you can mess it up. Perlite's not going to matter all that much. The vermiculite, you don't want to overdo it. So I generally go on the light side of the vermiculite. Perlite, I don't think all matters all that much. It's almost like a lot of people think it's a styrofoam, but it's not. It's really some kind of volcanic rock, I believe. So I've got a good mix here. I like it. I see a lot of white in there. So I'm going to move on to the vermiculite. I'm using a horticultural vermiculite, so that's pretty important that you get that. So, and it's got a little different color to it, so it's kind of hard to guess what it is, but still, when you first put it in there, you can kind of tell. It's got like a gold shine to it. I like it. I can see it in there and it looks good. So now I actually put a little water in it. to moisten it before I even put it in the seed starting trays. You just want it moist. You don't want it really soaking wet. You just want it where it'll hold together good. Alright, I like it. So let's load our first seed tray up. And I'm going to start with a broccoli. Now it is, I don't know what the temperature is outside, but it is really hot in here. And I put big, if you remember going back to the when we first started this, I put big gravel underneath this, all the way up to the floor joist. And I did that kind of to act like a heat sink in here. So the sun's shining, it's really, really warm in here. So I'm going to have to get me a thermometer. I bet if I had the fan hooked up, it would work. Now I'm going to put heat in here. I'm going to run it with a drop cord for now because I'm redoing all my outside electrical, and this is part of it. And so it's going to be a day or two before I get the permanent electric over here. So I'll probably be working on that as you're watching this. So, but that being said, I've got a little heater I'm going to put in here, and it'll keep it warm overnight. Now, if the sun's out, good Lord, I bet it's 80 degrees in here, which is good. Good for seeds, right? Great for starting seeds. Alright, so I'm going to start with a broccoli. And I've got a 72 plug tray. And I basically just put it in here. Let me get the camera adjusted. And I just fill it up. Kind of got a late start today. I was wanting to do this earlier, but all my stuff's down at the high tunnels, and took me a while to get everything. Still not good and organized yet, so I don't know if I'll probably change it around quite a bit as we go. I got a lot of seeds to start because I'm planning on buying most of my seed. Planning on raising most of my own plants. I'll say it. My goal is to raise at least 90% of my plants this year. So, and really the only thing I'm going to buy is some stuff I buy from the school. And I might order some seedless watermelon plants, because seedless watermelons are hard to get to germinate. And they got to be really hot, right temperature as it goes. So, I've tried it a couple of times when one year the dining room used to be my greenhouse, so I'd start stuff in the dining room because we weren't using it, so we had an old floor we was going to rip out anyway, and I'd start stuff in there. Of course, we redid the dining room. I got a video about that, and I moved it out to the old laundry room, and had a heater in there last year, maybe even for 2 years. The last 2 years I had it in there. It did pretty good in there. And of course we ripped that all down and put a screened-in porch, and that's why I had to build this. So, but I'm glad to have it, man. This is gonna be nice. So I got this soil in here, and I'm gonna spin the camera around, and I can't quite figure out the logistics on filming in here yet. So. Hopefully I'll get better as time goes by, as videos go by. So, but anyway, let's get this started. So I've got 72 here. So the first one I'm gonna start is a Green Magic. I got 1,000 of these seeds, and this is from Rump Seeds. I talked about this on the live. Has a really nice resealable pouch, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now I'm just going to use soil to cover these up. Some people I've watched use vermiculite, and some people use that perlite. So I tried it with the perlite one time last year, and I didn't have very good luck. So I might try a later thing. I might try it with a vermiculite and see how it does. Made a little indentation in each cell, and these seeds are really tiny, but they are coated. I like that. They're blue. So I'm gonna put one seed in every tray, every plug to start with. Let's see how they go. And when these come up, my plan is to start another batch of broccoli and just keep it going for a while before it gets too hot, because my plan is to put this in the field April 1. April 1 I'm going to have my first big in the field going on. I'm talking about planting carrots, beets, potatoes. Of course, some people say you can plant potatoes now, but I don't know. The last few years I've not had real good luck putting them in February. I think last year I put them in and frost. We had a heavy frost, and the frost got them. And so I think I'm gonna wait this year, just a little bit. And some people's got like seed plates that will do this in seconds. I don't know if I'll ever be that big as far as starting seeds. All right, let's spin it around and throw some soil on top. Okay, so I got that one done, and I'm gonna move it back to this back corner, and I'm gonna put a tray underneath it. Hold on. And I'll just put that on there, and I'm not gonna water this because it's really moist right now, but you can see how, turn the camera here. When I was talking about how I laid this out, so I made this where a tray would sit here like this, or I could put them two like this. Put another one here. So I'm gonna start with them like this, and this is broccoli, and I need to tag it for it. Before I forget what it is. I got that done. Let's do a little bit of cabbage, and I see these bags right here. Now this has got 1,000 seeds in it, and I took what 70, probably 80 out, and then it reseals. So I really like these. I mean, I love these right here. All right, let's do some cabbage. And by the way, this was a Green Magic. It's a hybrid, and had a 94% germination rate. So this is one of the things, like I was talking about in my other video. This is one of the ones that UT recommend that we grow, and I've tried growing all kinds of different kinds in the past and not have very good luck. So hopefully this does good for me. If we can get them to germinate and get them in the ground, hopefully they'll do good. So I'm gonna do let's do some cabbage, and then we'll call it quick because it's getting late. And my camera battery looks like it's getting ready to die. So I'm doing this one in a 50 cell, and I'm only gonna do about half of it because I can't. I don't know about growing 50 cabbages. Of course, I could sell the plants. Let's start out with 25 and we'll see how it goes. Of course, you can see the 50 cell are a lot easier to do. And this is also from Rupp. I got 1,000 of Blue Vantage. Blue Vantage cabbage seeds. So I'm gonna get these planted. I need to get me a trash can to put out here. Probably get me a 5-gallon bucket or something to put out there. Well, these are the same color. All right, let's see if we can get these planted. So you see here now I've got 2 trays here, and in case I put music that last part, I'm gonna, this other half, when these come up and get pretty big, I'll put another batch back here, another 25. So okay, so my camera, it's so hot in here, my camera overheated and I had to shut down. It's getting dark now. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I do have 2 more lettuces I'm gonna plant, and I'll get those tomorrow. But I've got these sitting here, and I'm really tickled to death with this greenhouse. I think it's going to be a real blessing to our farm here, and I think I'm going to like the setup. I'm going to put me over, now my potting bench is over here, and let me turn this rig to see where I'm at in relation. Here's where I was potting. So I'm back here in the back corner now, sitting on my bench, or on my stool. So it's relaxing out here too. It's nice and warm. But this is going to be, I think, going to be a real blessing. I'm glad to have it pretty much done. I still got, like I said, got to do the electrical, and I'll probably get that hopefully in the next day or 2. I'm going to redo all my outside. When I'm in the outside, I've got a line going to my barn that I've run over with a plow and cut, and I've got it patched. I got another place where I run over with a bobcat and cut it there. So I'm going to fix all that, and I'm going to run it to an outside panel right out here. I'm going to tie this into that panel and my barn into the panel, and we've got a little project that I'll talk about on the live, what we're going to do back here, and that's part of that too, electrical part. So we do a live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Eastern time. So come watch us and find out what we're going to build back here, and I'll talk about it if I don't forget. But I'm really happy with this. I think everything's going to be nice. And I'm going to put some shelving behind the door over here, and maybe above on this one bench. I'd like to get one of those little storage organizers where I can maybe put my seeds and label them. So That way I can keep all my seeds out here during the season, and just when I come out here to work, I can do it. Like right now would be a perfect time to work. So we plan on doing some, or I do plan on doing some plant sales this year, just dabbling in it just a little bit. I'm going to sell some tomatoes and some peppers, and that's probably about all I'm going to sell this year. If I can think of something that I think would sell good, I think those would be the best things. And I'll be selling, I've got some Cherokee Purple I'm going to sell, some Mortgage Lifter, which are 2 heritage or heirloom breeds. And then I got some Celebrity I'll probably sell. I thought about getting maybe like a Big Boy or a Bush or something, or a Better Bush or a Better Boy or something, and maybe trying that, because that's what a lot of people want. So anyway, so I'm going to try that. Our vegetable stand is coming along. We have a big day, February 28th is a big day, and I'll film it, so probably next Saturday. A big step towards that, and when it gets here and all that, we'll show you what we're talking about on it. So we're pretty excited about that too. So hopefully we won't sell down here at the road, sell all our vegetable plants and stuff. We don't have to go to the farmer's market as much, because if I wasn't working, if I was retired, which I don't know if I'm going to retire in June or the end of this year. If I retire in June, we'll probably be at the farmer's market a lot more, because we'll have time. Right now it kind of ruins our Saturday and puts us so far behind on everything else we have to do, just mowing the yard and stuff, and taking care of all that stuff. So, but I'm going to try to do a little bit better on my garden planting, spacing it out and stuff. So we'll see how it works out. We got something new for the high tunnel we're going to try. I bought this at Home Depot, this water. Now I don't much care for it. It does fine when you just soak in this seed starter mix. It does fine. But I bought 2 last year at Tractor Supply that's got a real fine spray that works perfect when you're watering your seed trays. And I've got one down at the high tunnel. I had 2. I ran over one with my dadgum bush hog. I didn't see it, but ruined it. But I think I still got one down there, so I'm gonna go bring it up here. I got this because it's black, and you'll understand it at a later date when we do something here. So anyway, I've sat here and rambled, looks like for about 7 minutes, and here comes the jet. So I appreciate everybody watching. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everybody watches. We'll be live Monday night at 8 p.m. Me and my wife will do a Q&A, or talk about anything you want to talk about. Kind of stuff that goes on behind the scenes we talk about, stuff we got planning, future videos. I'm going to try to do a live Sunday about 3 or 3:30, and it'll be a short live. I think I'm going to go do something with the chickens and see how it does. I tried to last Sunday, I had my settings all screwed up. I didn't realize, or I didn't think that when I started at the house video, or with the live, and I left the Wi-Fi, and we lost the picture, and by the time we got down to the barn, it was all scrambled, and it finally picked back up. So I'm actually going to start at the chickens and see if it does a little better that way. So look, watch for us Sunday around 3:30 or so, or 3, and we'll see how that goes. It'll be a little short. It probably won't be 10-15 minutes, if that long. Of course, if I get to talking, who knows how long it'll go. So anyway, don't like this at Home Depot. I gave about $3, $3.98 for this. I thought it was a good deal, but anyway. Support your local farmer. Hit that subscribe button. See you Monday night at 8. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you down here in the farm next video.